Happy Friday, everybody. What's up, YouTube family? All right, today is pepper harvesting day. I am going to get some of these Tabasco peppers. Look, I just saw a chipmunk. I couldn't catch him. A chipmunk in my garden. Now that explains these holes. Let me show y'all this hole over here. I was like, what the heck? Oh, there you go. Chipmunk. Chipmunk all in my garden. Eating up my peppers. My bell peppers. The green ones in particular. So, you know, that's the type of stuff you got to deal with when you're growing food. Hey, that's why you have to grow enough for yourself and everybody else too. It's just that way. But anyway, back to the subject or topic at hand. I am going to be harvesting some of these peppers that I have out here. I do a few ghost peppers and some of these Tabasco peppers. And once I've got what I want harvested, I'm going to take them inside and prepare them for fermenting to make hot sauce with. And I'll show you that process as well. But right now I'm going to get started on getting these that are ready off the bush here. I may mix in a little bit of the green or yellowish colored ones, but primarily the red. So I'll show you that, a little bit of that while I'm doing it, okay? Okay, so let's get these peppers off this bush. I'm gonna start with this one. It's not all the way red, but like I said, I'm gonna try to mix in a few colors here, make it interesting. I'm getting some of the orange color. This is the orange color. And you see I got my gloves on. Y'all should put your gloves on when you're harvesting particularly hot peppers, because that juice or whatever that's in them might get off on your fingers, and then you go to rub your eye or whatever. Now you'll have this burning sensation. So cover up your hands, protect your hands while you're handling these types of vegetables. This is taking a long time, so I think I'll just pluck them off. There we go. Now we cook it with Crisco. Like I said, mixing in a little bit of the yellow, green colored ones. Make it interesting. Now I can't remember if I said jalapeno or Tabasco. These are Tabasco peppers, if I didn't say that earlier. You know, my mind is going. I get out here and I'm just at it, mixing up the names of stuff. I just love being out here, y'all. All right, so we've got the Tabascos harvested, the amount that I wanted. Now let's hit this ghost pepper bush you're looking at right here. I'm gonna get some of those because we're gonna mix them in. Most of these are the orange color. I do have some red that I've already harvested that I'll mix in with this, but I'm gonna just pick a few more of this orange color again, make it interesting. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. There's one that's kind of more red, but I do have some inside that's even a deeper red than that. Okay. Just get a few more here and we are done. And we'll take these bad boys inside to get them washed up and ready to go in the jars for fermenting. Okay, that should do it. All right, y'all, we are back inside from the pepper harvest. As you can see, I've got all my peppers here, and I'm getting ready to put them in the jar, quart-sized jars, to ferment them. My intention is to make hot sauce with them once they've fermented to the point that I want them to ferment to. So you have to have your salt. I use the Redmond's real salt. It's a really good salt. Of course, you may have heard it's made out of Utah. You know, I actually had an opportunity to go to Utah a couple of times. Didn't get to go to the salt mines, but I can say it was an experience. Utah kind of sits down in this bowl-like situation because it's in a valley, and the pollution there is really bad. But anyway, that's where it's from, this Redmond salt out of Utah. And so I use that for my fermenting. I actually went online on Amazon and bought a fermenting kit to help me get into fermenting. It's the Mason Tops fermenting kit. And in the kit, there's 4 pickle pebbles, which is the weights that you will put down in the jar to hold everything down. And you get the little pips, which is your top that you will sit on to let the air out so it would breathe and not explode on you. So I like that about it. And then you've got the packer, which you can use to kind of pack your vegetables in the jar. So definitely check it out. No, I'm not sponsored by them, but I just thought it was a good piece of information to share with you. So yeah, so we're going to ferment these peppers, okay? And just so you know, fermenting is really, really great. It allows you to make some really rich probiotic filled food, and by way of that, it's good for your gut. All right, it helps to keep your gut cleaned out. So I highly recommend those who are into gardening and want to find a way to preserve your foods. Fermenting is definitely one of the ways you should do it. It should be actually on the top of the list. But anyway, let's get started because I don't want to make this video too long. But again, I'm using ghost peppers, Tabasco peppers. I've got 1 poblano pepper that I'm going to put in there, chili pepper, and just a little bit of red sweet bell pepper is going to go inside the jars. So basically, I'm going to just go on and pack my jars. Make sure your vegetables are washed up and clean before you do this. And yeah, this one is going to be a hot one, y'all. I only have 1 poblano, so I'm going to cut that one in half. be careful handling these peppers like I'm doing, because man, I tell you, you put it up to your eye or anywhere on your face, you will know. All right, so just kind of layering that in there like so. Putting those peppers in there. And also too, another thing is make sure you sterilize your jars real good. You know, put them in some boiling water for a few minutes and get them nice and clean. All right, so we're gonna get our packer, and it has two sizes here, one for larger mouth jars and one for your smaller. So I'm gonna use the smaller side and just kind of press that down. Let me get you over here so you can see that. Press it down because you want to fill it up as much as you can. I've got 2 jars here. I may not use both of them, but we'll see. So we're just going to pack that in there. Put a little bit more of the bell peppers here and keep packing that in there. So I'll go ahead and finish this up like so. Get those peppers in there and then press it down. Uh-oh, wrong side. Press it down. And it looks like, y'all, I'm gonna only have enough for 1 quart size. I may have enough for a smaller size here, but looks like just enough for 1 quart size. All right, so I'm almost done with packing that. And those peppers are strong. It's getting to my throat. But anyway, I should have had a mask on and gloves, but it's okay. Almost done. And now I want to make my brine that's going to go into this. So for every quart size, you really should do about 4 teaspoons of salt per quart size. All right, 4 teaspoons of salt per quart size. So I'm going to go ahead and measure this off. Actually going to use the other jar to kind of make my brine in. That's 2, that's 3, and that's 4. All right, and now I'm just going to fill it up about halfway, because as the peppers break down, or any vegetable that you put in it, they're gonna break down because they got a lot of water inside of them, so they're gonna produce water as well. So I don't want to fill this up all the way to the top. So I'll just fill it up, you know, probably about there, and leave enough room for the water to break down out of the vegetables. So let me just get some good water over here. All right, like I stated, doing like a half a quart. Mix it all up. Okay, mix it all up, and then we're gonna pour it in. Again, you don't want to fill it all the way to the top, but you do want to totally submerge the vegetables underneath the water. Okay, so typically you're going to do about 1 inch away from the top. Okay, just a little bit more. And now I'm going to get my weight. Nice little weight. Put it on top of there, because it's going to hold those vegetables below the water, so they ferment nice and good. And then I'm going to get my little breather top, or what they call is a pip. Put that on top like so, and then get my ring and close her up. And that's it. That's it, y'all. That's all you got to do to ferment any vegetable This thing here is gonna breathe so that you don't have to keep taking the top off and letting the air out to burp it or whatever. This allows it to breathe. And you just take this jar and you sit it in like a very cool, dark place somewhere for about 2 to 3 weeks, and you're ready to go. All right? So that's it, y'all. If you haven't tried fermenting, I highly recommend you do so. There you go. And I'm gonna make some delicious, very hot sauce when that's all done. All right. It's been very cool sharing this video with you. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these up, probably get a smaller jar, but that's it right there. Okay? Have a blessed one, and thank you so much for coming along with me on this video and supporting the channel. I appreciate you all so very much. Please thumb it up and leave a comment, share it with your friends, and have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm Sunday 7 with AN-T-NEES. These are the Honky Tonk Chronicles.